That wasn't bad, was it?
Oh, Lord, please don't let them kill me.
Hold a hand.
Hit me, Daddy. Hit me.
I'm supposed to eat no vegetables, but I do eat cabbage.
My problem is I don't want to eat.
What do you mean that is a problem? That's not a problem if you don't want to eat.
Me and my dad are at Dr. Now's for my next appointment. I feel like I've made some progress. I just hope it's enough.
I've tried so many things to get my weight under control, and every single thing has failed.
Question is how? How is it going to help you? You want me to give you the answer?
Y'all ready to go?
Get,
I'm done.
I'm
done.
Okay.
Number 11, Lisa Fleming. At the beginning of her weight loss quest, Lisa Fleming, whose first name was Arlisha, resided with her daughters Mika and Danielle Fleming and her 5 grandchildren. Following her appearance on My 600 Pound Life Season 6, Lisa was able to partially realize her dream of decreasing weight, but she fell short of her objective of leading a healthy lifestyle. She had always struggled with her weight and was eager to put her weight problems behind her for good as an adult. She weighed 700 pounds when she made her My 600 Pound Life debut.
Today, I'm making a journey to see Dr. Now. The paramedics have to reinforce the ramp they'll use to get me out of the house. Paramedics are coming to transport me in an ambulance for the 6-hour trip. I can't believe it's come to this.
1, 2, 3. Little bit. All right there.
I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm not looking forward to having the paramedics. But at least I'm doing something about it before it's too late. Move me out of this bed.
Lord, give me strength.
Can you, get me dressed? I need to change it.
She spotted maggots in the folds of her skin and decided to change her life and offered Dr. Nazardin of My 600 Pound Life a chance to assist her in achieving her health goals. Childhood trauma was the root of Lisa's bad relationship with food, but she didn't let that stop her from losing weight since she took it very seriously. The Fleming-focused episode reveals that, like other patients of Dr. Now, her binge eating was significantly influenced by childhood trauma. She discussed her mother's use of food as a form of reward and punishment in interviews. She also acknowledged that once her parents passed away, her binge eating got worse. Because Fleming wasn't sticking to her diet, they were shown arguing with Dr. Now. Even though Lisa had given up on her goal of reducing weight, she continued to strive for it out of concern for her kids.
My whole family is coming over to the house to say goodbye. The orange and green socks, pull it up on my head, on my ankle. I feel the anxiety creeping up, which always makes me want to eat. Pull it. Thank you. It's real last minute. Can I have a little bowl of Fruit Loops? No, I'm not ready, but come on. I ain't gonna never be ready.
1, 2, 3. Hello, Miss Fleming. We just gotta finish shoring up this ramp and we'll get you on the way to Houston in no time. That wasn't bad, was it?
Oh, Lord, please don't let them kill me.
Hold a hand.
Hit me, Daddy. Hit me. Hey, I'm ready. Because guess what I know for a fact? I'm sick of this damn bed. I'm coming off the bed.
Okay. There you go. All right.
I told you my foolishness works.
Number 10, Tammy Patton. Tammy's path is categorized by her deep dependence on food as a means of evading the unrelenting misery that permeates her life. Once she starts indulging, she can't seem to shake that feeling. She can't seem to shake the feeling that she should stop.
Eat salads or something like that, but none of them have worked.
I would get it.
No, wasn't in my vocabulary,
The choice to eat whatever you want, whenever you want, then there is no magic I can do.
I don't want it to get to the point where it's unbearable. I'm already shocked.
Well, none of them work because they're not sustainable. So if you stay on
ways around your addiction. So how can you stop when it's like that?
address the root issues you need to change. So that's a reason that never worked long term, because it's not.
Tammy eats numerous eggs scrambled with ham for breakfast, along with 6 biscuits, pancakes, 1 pound of bacon, and copious amounts of syrup. Despite the assertions of her family members to the contrary, Tammy's plate is significantly larger than her mother's, which highlights the pressure that she's under. Due to her inability to move about, she's confined and she's dependent on continuous food supplies. She's terrified that her body could give out at any moment. Her heart, lungs, and knees are all in danger, and a fall that results in a brain injury could result in her passing away in the not-too-distant future. The scene shifts to her mother bringing out 5 cartons of fried chicken along with sides of gravy, mashed potatoes, and a generous helping of french fries. The fact that the table is groaning under the weight of so much food is symbolic of Tammy's unquenchable desire for fried chicken throughout the 600-pound life show. Tammy's health is in jeopardy because it's plain to see that she's addicted to eating, which puts her at risk. The realization that she's headed down the road to her own destruction if she doesn't receive assistance and make some changes marks a turning point in her life. Her physical limitations are becoming closer, and the decision to make a change in her life has become an issue of survival for her.
Hungry all the time, I can understand, but eating from habit, there is no excuse for that. Alright, so if you want to lose weight, then from here on out, you need to make sure. So what drives you to eat, hunger or habit?
Habit.
You're the one who has to make the choice to follow it, and you're gonna have to do the hard work. A healthy BMI. But right now, you're 5'5", so your BMI is almost 100.
No.
50 years. So you're in your 40s, part and make the changes, okay?
Yes, sir.
We'll give you instruction for those changes. Way away from that, and you have over 400 pounds to lose to get to that weight.
Number 9. Doug Armstrong. The worst example of a mukbang, a gathering when people eat copious amounts of food for entertainment, stands out as Doug. Doug's voracious hunger and peculiar eating habits take the idea of gluttony to new and disturbing heights. In this episode, which delves extensively into Doug's life story, the tragic circumstances of his food addiction are disclosed, along with how it adversely affected his life. Every morning when Doug, a 36-year-old man, wakes up, he feels old. His appearance and lack of energy reflect the repercussions of his eating disorder. He's transformed himself into a living example of the consequences of overeating by rapidly aging past his years. The effects of Doug's addiction extend beyond him to include his family. Doug stands by and observes helplessly as his wife Ashley is in charge of raising their children. She's already exhausted, and knowing that her husband's poor habits are making her life a daily nightmare just makes things worse. Portion management becomes an alien concept in Doug's house. Ashley has stopped trying to limit his eating since it seems futile.
I think he knows that I'm at that place where I'm done with it.
And not have my wife do all of it. If I don't make these changes that I need to make.
Activity?
Oh, great.
Very good. To refrain from overeating for a month isn't easy.
About 8 years ago, I was over 300 pounds. I couldn't barely tie my shoes. I was so heavy.
Can shed a lot of weight quickly when they start a limited diet.
Doug constantly eats seconds and thirds because he has a limited supply of food in his stomach. You may be concerned about his general health and well-being because of the astounding amount of food he consumes. As lunchtime draws near, Doug's appetite grows even more. At the mere thought of pizza, he gets a gleam of excitement in his eyes. Doug's single objective in the family dynamic quickly becomes apparent: getting food. Even though he frequently visits fast food chains or pizzerias, his true intents are hidden beneath the surface. During these outings, Doug indulges in his guilty pleasure, the hidden lunch, which he practices in secret. He sneaks additional food in and frequently consumes several meals during a single car ride. His actions, which include splurging on pizza and cheeseburgers while savoring the rush of breaching the law, are amazing in their audacity. Doug's excessive eating habits have consequences that go beyond just amusement. His actions have serious negative impacts on his health and wellness. Simply adding to the injury already done to his body, eating meals that are so unhealthy, consisting of empty calories and saturated fats, serves no purpose. Ashley questions the veracity of Doug's shady eating patterns. Despite his best efforts to hide how much he eats, she can see that he does so while she's away. The lies and treachery have further strained their relationship, which also damages trust and drives Doug further into his addiction. Doug's encounter serves as a cautionary tale by exposing the mukbang culture's shadowy underbelly.
So I had the weight loss surgery. When I came into this relationship...
And get under 600, okay?
Great.
I'll see you soon.
Thank you. It's heavier than I was when we first started dating. And instead of being the motivation for him to eat better...
Number 8, Marla McCants. My 600-pound life has shared some of the most inspirational weight loss journeys, including the story of Marla McCants, who has completely transformed herself. Originally weighing in at nearly 800 pounds, Marla sought the help of the Houston-based Dr. Now Nazarian, typically known as Dr. Now, in order to prepare herself for weight loss surgery.
I use it as fuel now, because soon I'll be out there.
This is Marla's last chance.
About 9 months since I had my weight loss surgery. And over the past month, I have continued to make some progress.
If she doesn't stand up now, she'll be in this bed until she dies. Marla, you can do it.
I'm losing weight, but I'm still not able to get up and move around.
You want to count from 3?
1, 2, 3. I'm still having to rely on my daughter Sierra for a lot.
There we go. All right.
So I'm gonna need your help on this big one. And that's always stressful on both of us.
She managed to drop enough weight to be approved for surgery and then had a successful operation and recovery with the help of her daughter Sierra. Prior to weight loss surgery, Marla had been bedridden and was unable to perform basic tasks. Therefore, learning how to function as an able-bodied person again was tough for the mother of 3. After years of emotional eating and hard experiences that left her with very little motivation to succeed, my 600-pound life's Marla McCants made a drastic change. When Marla's story began,
Keep pushing your weight up. Okay. All right.
Like, I really think you need to start getting your life together.
These last 2 months, it's been hell, Sierra.
Good job, Marla.
Yeah. I didn't think I could get up.
You want to try it again?
Yeah, we can. You're supposed to be on this with me.
Mom, you feel like I'm out here going through hell with you.
When a patient convinces themselves they cannot do something, they're scared to even try.
A couple of months ago, I was kind of depressed because things weren't going as I thought they would go, but it's gotten better.
But if you show them they can, they will usually start doing it on their own.
I've gotten stronger.
Roll it in. Roll it in.
You're doing good. Put your weight on your arm. Oh, God. Put your weight on your arm.
Is to get up and walk. And I know getting some of this loose skin removed would help out tremendously. I'm trying, Sierra, I'm trying.
You just have to get them to try once.
she traveled to Houston to meet up with Dr. Now. Back then, she weighed nearly 800 pounds. After years of emotional eating, Marla had become bedridden and needed her children's help with everyday tasks. Her daughter Sierra had even moved in with her and traveled with her to Houston in order to help her mother. Although she had tried to lose weight on her own in the past, Marla found herself unsuccessful after giving all of her energy to her family. Her life was on the line, and the My 600-Pound Life star decided to seek Dr. Now's help. She wanted to finally conquer her most difficult problem. After her bariatric surgery, Marla lost a significant amount of weight.
Get my life back so I can be here for my grandkids. But I still don't feel like I'm able to be in their lives like I should. For the first time in a long while, I stood on my own 2 feet again. So I can't wait to get this surgery done. But it's been hard.
I'm glad to see that you're trying. I'm proud of you giving it a shot.
I didn't think I could get up. Sticking to the diet that the doctor wants me on. I can't keep anything down.
For her to get up today and to stand, that made me feel really good. Like, she's trying.
I need 2 eggs, 4 under the spoon, bowl.
Once you get on the feet, nobody can stop you.
I still have cravings. I miss fried chicken. I'm trying to find a way I can eat that. It's huge for me. I'm really excited right now.
All right.
I've tried using olive oil, but it don't taste the same. And just eating meat is a little frustrating.
We'll see y'all later.
All right.
I'm encouraged to see her trying for the first time.
At first, she was still bedridden and struggling to move, relying on Sierra to help her with everything. Sierra became frustrated with her mother, believing that she was more capable than she thought. With the help of Sierra and medical professionals, Marla was able to stand up for the first time post-surgery. From there, she began to progress quickly. Marla shed weight fast by following her diet and exercising. Though her episode of My 600 Pound Life finished filming, Marla continued to make progress on her own. She documented it all for the future.
We don't have no eggs. Give me the cabbage.
And hopefully we get her in the hospital soon and try to get her weight to see how much progress she made.
I'm supposed to eat no vegetables, but I do eat cabbage. Getting up and standing is one of the most encouraging things I've done. I probably eat more chicken than anything, but I've had a couple bags of chips. I don't want to stop. I'm gonna keep working and do this and make as much progress as I can. All I can say is that I'm human. You don't have to starve yourself. You just have to make better choices. I think I've came a long way. Despite all the setbacks I have, I still gonna continue to do what I have to do.
I feel frustrated because if she can just get up and walk, that'll be a major step for me.
I see the doctor soon, and I'm really excited to see what I weigh. I'm going to the doctor soon, and I'm hoping he'll give me the go-ahead to get skin surgery.
Number 7, Ryan Barkdale. Ryan Barkdale had a great journey on My 600 Pound Life, but it's unknown how he's progressed since then. The 31-year-old cast member debuted a few months ago on My 600 Pound Life Season 10, where he began his fitness journey. Ryan was 740 pounds when he appeared on the show and hoped to have an independent life and family. However, his obesity prevented him from doing anything, and his food addiction continued to ruin his health. During his appearance in My 600 Pound Life Season 10,
Back under control by myself.
So how long you been in Montana?
5 years.
So what brought you still over the weight limit of the scale?
I know I made it to your goal, Doctor Now. I worked hard, didn't make the bad life decisions that my friends at the time were making, and came here.
So you moved to Montana for the limit for the scale to be able to get your weight. So whatever progress you made, it was...
And
I heard that a lot of times, but that's not the issue. The issue is whether...
Ryan relied on his mother and her boyfriend for his basic needs. Ryan had suffered from obesity since he was very young. His journey was difficult on the road, and he had a tough time following Dr. Now's plan. Initially, Ryan started to follow a 1,200-calorie diet with no carbs. However, he couldn't maintain it and kept ordering junk food to fulfill himself. He also didn't visit Dr. Now throughout the episode, further halting his progress. For months, the My 600 Pound Life Season 10 star showed no desire to improve his health. As expected, he failed to complete his 12-month program, which ended in the 10th month. Ryan was the first cast member of My 600 Pound Life to miss each one of his appointments with Dr. Now. As a result, his total documented weight loss was barely 80 pounds. After 10 months, the Columbia Falls resident was still way above 650 pounds and showed no sign of improvement. It's unlikely that he underwent weight loss surgery or any other procedure since he never qualified for the same.
So you can make the trip to Houston. So let's go ahead and see if you can...
dark path, and I had the opportunity to move over here with one of my friends that did live here at the time.
So we're going to set an appointment for you for 2 months, and you need to lose another 60 pounds to get under 60. That?
I wouldn't say it like that.
However you say it, that's what you're telling me. So that's going to be a lot of weight for you to lose by then.
I understand, Dr. Now, and I'm going to do it.
All right.
Number 6, Janine Mueller. A morbidly obese woman, Janine Mueller has lost almost 2/3 of her body weight and found love after joining a dating agency and getting a wig. She had been immobile for almost 10 years and struggled to get anywhere via a scooter. After a 2-year battle with the help of Dr. Yuna Nazaruddin, Janine is now down to 247 pounds and is set to get skin removal surgery, having shed a whopping 431 pounds. Janine was adopted when she was 2 months old and was put on a diet at age 3. She appeared on TLC's My 600 Pound Life and decided to get help from Dr. Nazarian as her weight tipped the scales at a hefty 678 pounds. Dr. Nazarian inserted a balloon into her stomach to curb her appetite. A month later, she had finally shed 42 pounds and was down 112 pounds overall, weighing in at 566 pounds. However, on entering the second year of the weight loss program, Janine was still struggling and lost only 7 pounds in the second month after having the balloon inserted in her stomach. She began therapy and managed to shed a further 82 pounds in 2 months, taking her down to 478 pounds. She then underwent surgery and had a lymphedema mass on her right leg removed, which weighed close to 40 pounds.
I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this.
You got this. You got this.
So we got everything? Yes. Our cab should be here soon.
Hard work isn't over now. We're going to send you to psychotherapy.
And everyone's gonna stare at me and point at the large woman who can't walk for herself. I know my body's not going to handle everything I'm gonna put it through today. But I have to do this.
I'm expecting that you will have a good session with therapists.
Okay. I just feel like, it's time. Just suck it up, Buttercup. It's time to go. Gotta get this done. My problem is I don't want to eat.
What do you mean that is a problem? That's not a problem if you don't want to eat.
It's one of the reasons I hardly go out anywhere. Because I hate when people stare. I've tried so many things to get my weight under control, and every single thing has failed.
If that's the case, it's an excellent problem. But that's simply not true.
Janine still struggled to get out of bed and walk, claiming that she was in too much pain. She spent time in rehab and eventually had the balloon taken out, at which point she was finally approved for weight loss surgery. After this, she returned to physical therapy rehab and lost more than 80 pounds, taking her down to 325 pounds. She also began using her walker instead of her scooter. Janine was put on diet drugs as a child after the adoption agency warned her parents that her weight and food intake should be closely monitored because her birth mother was a large woman. She later became a plus-sized model and continued putting on pounds when her parents died. She finally decided to seek help from Dr. Nazarian as part of an appearance on My 600 Pound Life and attempted to travel to Houston, Texas for a consultation. However, she had a panic attack on the plane and had to be taken off by paramedics. She then Skyped Dr. Nazarian and agreed to go on a diet and attempt another flight.
So I know this is quite literally my last chance to get the help I need to turn my life around. So I can't fail at this. It's humiliating, and I'm scared out of my mind right now.
You would have lost a lot more weight.
So if I don't want to eat them, it's not a problem?
But right now, I'm so nervous that my heart is just about pounding out of my chest.
I'm on the flight to Houston, and I've got my scooter and need to pre-board and...
Janine, you're 54 years and you're 500 plus pounds.
I know.
Whatever it takes, I can't let anything stop me.
During her weight loss program, Janine was rushed to the hospital due to an infection in her groin and leg. After 2 months in the hospital, she had shed 118 pounds and was down to 545 pounds. She was back for her weigh-in and put on 63 pounds. Just a month later, she was back for her weigh-in and put on 63 pounds. Dr. Nazarian told Janine that her life would be in danger unless she had a balloon inserted in her stomach. She returned to Dr. Nazarian, still struggling with pain and immobility, but was eventually approved for weight loss surgery.
Just hoping that I can get down the aisle of the plane and get to my seat. So that's my biggest concern right now.
To make it on the plane, and I can calm down. But until then, I know it's going to be like a freak show.
Oh, God. I just need something right here.
You're not want to eating is a problem. You keep saying you're bulimic. You keep saying you don't want to eat.
You're in. You're in. Take a breath.
So you need to give up that or work through these issues now.
Number 5, Casey King. Reality star Casey King, who formerly weighed 845 pounds, has lost 2/3 of the body weight after 4 years of rigorous training and dieting. He has currently reached a healthy weight. King underwent bariatric surgery in 2019, which aided him in his effort to lose weight and allowed him to shed a total of 600 pounds by the end of the procedure. The following year, he appeared on the TLC reality show Family by the Ton, where he was videotaped shirtless since the clothing he was donning was constricted. King claimed that he had always been a big kid and that by the time he finished high school, he weighed 300 pounds. After graduating from college, he started working in restaurants and started eating more at each meal. King may be seen devouring a ton of food that his father bought, which is very horrible. He would play video games and watch TV all day while bulking up on all the food he could find because he was unable to work due to his weight. He gained a lot of weight after moving in with his father and eventually reached a weight of 845 pounds. King needed his father to help him wipe his bottom because he had trouble with regular tasks like bathing. With the amount of weight he had, it was impossible for him to wash on his own, so Casey bathed outside. He realized he needed to lose weight on his own first before thinking about getting bariatric surgery. His mother encouraged him to eat better and exercise more, and she was crucial in setting him up on the right track to losing weight. He ultimately made the decision to have a vertical sleeve gastrectomy performed in order to reduce the size of his stomach. He ate less as a result of this because it made his stomach smaller. He lost 631 pounds after the treatment, dropping from 700 pounds, and has managed to keep it off for the past 4 years by following his diet and exercise routine. Number 4. Ashley Taylor. It's time to learn about what Ashley Taylor has been up to since she last appeared on the 8th season of My 600 Pound Life. The 24-year-old, who is trying to reduce weight, and famous bariatric surgeon Dr. Yunan Nazardin got into a fight, which sparked rumors about whether or not she will continue her journey. She acknowledged throughout her episode that she lived alone and that her only company was her food. Prior to the filming, Ashley's weight was 630 pounds, and she claimed that she had already lost the required 150 pounds to be qualified for weight loss surgery. Dr. Now searched the medical database but couldn't find any mention of this. He had to inform Ashley that she was not yet a candidate for weight loss surgery because she continued returning to him with just minor weight loss.
No sugary thing, no carb. And then I want you to lose 40 pounds over the next 2 months.
Back to see Dr. Now once again, and I'm honestly a little nervous. Anytime there's food around me, I can't help myself because I am addicted to food. I can't, because I know the level of my work, and there's no way that number reflects that.
Hello.
Hey, Dr. Now.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Get me through all my struggles in life. No matter if it's sadness, depression. I've been good. How you been?
I'm good, but I'm concerned about a few things. One is your lack of weight loss. Their whole crew with you today, so who you got with you?
This is my friend Dee. This is my friend Mac.
When she checked in for her final weigh-in, she weighed 469 pounds. Dr. Now told Ashley that she wasn't losing enough weight, and Ashley got extremely emotional as she explained how difficult it is for her. Ashley showed no interest in other procedures and was solely interested in having the operation. She wasn't cooperative with the medical staff, which was the main issue that came up when trying to take blood from her. Ashley claimed that her family members were the only ones with whom she actually felt at peace. Ashley lost her temper with Dr. Now after all of her outbursts, and she left one of her visits without waiting. She did, however, eventually return to the examination room so they could carry on their talk.
I've really been I cut off all the soda, no more soda. They got rid of everything for me. I've been doing the exercises more. I've been doing the diet like you told me.
So what does this have to do with not losing weight?
Because I'm her only child. I got to be there for my mom.
You haven't lost much weight, so she made all these positive changes. Why is that? Question is how? How is it going to help you? You want me to give you the answer?
Y'all ready to go? Because I'm done. I'm done.
Okay, so that's why you need to keep working with psychotherapy, okay?
Yeah.
Number 3, Justin McSwain. The episode of My 600 Pound Life that featured Justin McSwain grabbed the audience's emotions in a way that many other episodes didn't. The recent college grad from South Carolina, who had his whole life ahead of him at one point, was now confined to his home and could hardly carry out even the most fundamental of tasks, such as strolling around the block.
Since seeing Dr. Now, I've been hitting my diet and exercise hard. I've started working out at a nearby gym. I'm on my way to see Dr. Now for my follow-up appointment. And I'm really nervous because a lot is riding on today, and it's the first time I've done anything like this. The past 2 months have been really hard. But knowing how important this is, I've worked as hard as I could to stick. And normally, I wouldn't have even considered it because of my anxiety. And I know I've made progress because of how much easier it is to get around. But my mom found me a gym nearby that has a more private room to work out.
Justin McSwain?
When I was here last, I was up to 687, and I've really started to enjoy that time. The first few times were really hard, and Dr. Now told me I had to lose at least 100 pounds over the past 2 months. Now I feel like I'm able to do more, and I'm making progress. And when people come in, as long as it's not too many, I can handle it. That means if I hit my goal, I'll be down to 587 today, which I'm really hoping I did. Taking that trip to Houston helped me get a little more used to being in public, because I didn't really have a choice then.
McSwain was berating himself at the beginning of his episode for allowing his weight to spiral out of control to the point where it caused him to have trouble breathing at times and rendered him unable to carry out routine duties. He was unable to travel in his rented vehicle in a secure manner. He voiced his concern by stating that he was a little bit worried because he wasn't sure how big the vehicle was going to be, and if it turned out to be too small, then he wouldn't be able to fit, which obviously would be an issue. These comments were made in his episode, which aired on January 23rd, 2019, the 4th episode of Season 7, and can be found right here.
That's amazing. I know I'm not quite to the goal Dr. Now gave me. Me and my dad are at Dr. Now's for my next appointment. I feel like I've made some progress. I just hope it's enough. And I got to see how much I could handle, because I've always just avoided going out as much as possible. But this is a lot of weight loss, and I'm hoping it shows Dr. Now I'm ready for surgery and he approves me today. I'm losing at least 20 pounds a month at this point. So if I'm back on track, that'll mean I'll at least be below 406 today. But I'm trying to work on that fear and anxiety of being out, because I know I'm gonna have to do it more.
Dude, that's killing it, man.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
You're just killing it.
Yeah. Especially for my next trip to Houston, because my mom isn't gonna be able to make it.
Hi, Justin. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm great, especially seeing your weight loss.
It's a lot lower than what it's been, like, in
That's
a
just
long
insane.
time.
That's crazy.
She's traveling for a few weeks, but I don't want to miss my appointment.
You lost 92 pounds in 2 months. Not quite 100, but that's close enough.
So I plan to make the trip on my own, no matter what it takes. And to see a 3 come up before my weight is amazing. So I hope Dr. Now is happy with where I'm at, and if I get approved for weight loss surgery, my mom is even going to put her whole life on hold to move down to Houston with me.
I am approving you for weight loss surgery, okay?
All right.
All right.
Awesome.
They want to saw you.
Yeah.
So that's almost loss of 200 pounds in a year.
And I'm thankful and excited about that possibility.
McSwain expressed an even bigger concern while looking into the possibility of purchasing a replacement vehicle. He mentioned that he was trying really hard not to spiral and have a panic attack. McSwain's childhood difficulties adjusting to his father's new family may have been a contributing factor in the development of his later addiction to food.
But before we move ahead, you need to move down here to Houston. So, you ready for that? Doing great. How you feel losing all that weight?
Incredible. It just makes it all worth it. Out of groceries at the house, there's only really one place I can go to get something that's decent, so I'm on my way there now.
Fully down here. Let me know when we get you on schedule, as long as you continue to lose and stay on track, okay? Well, I'm proud of you. And at this rate, you're gonna need extra skin removals.
Can I get 2 12 counts of the grilled nuggets, just the entree, and a large ice water?
But if you don't, we won't be able to do weight loss surgery, and we will need to start this process again. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Well, once you get under 300 here soon, we will consider you for that.
All right, that sounds awesome. Thank you.
All right.
At the time, McSwain was just a child. At the age of 14, McSwain weighed in at over 200 pounds. He needed to lose 92 pounds before the renowned Dr. Now would even consider working on him, but McSwain was able to successfully lose a total of 334 pounds by the time he finished his stint on My 600 Pound Life.
And instead of just eating all day, I'm sticking to eating only 3 times a day with food that's on Dr. Now's diet plan.
Ultimately, to be successful in the long term, Justin is going to need to work through a lot of his emotional issues.
I just have to keep working hard and make sure I hit my goal before I see Dr. Now again.
I'm proud of your progress, and I will see you soon.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you again, sir.
All right. Take care.
I have a little over a month before that, and I don't plan to let up even for a moment until then.
I'm very proud of Justin and the progress he has made. He's been one of the most determined and hardworking weight loss patients I have ever had.
I'm sticking to the diet and pushing myself to work as hard as I can.
Proud of Justin and all the progress he has made over the past year.
So that when I go back down and step on that scale, I know that no matter what that number is.
As he continues going to therapy and working through his emotional issues, using like you are and stay on track. And I'll wait for you to get down to Houston, and we'll see you then, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All
I
right.
did everything I could to get where I need. I just really hope it's enough.
I'm very confident he's going to make it to his target weight soon.
Number 2, Brandon Scott. Brandon Scott appeared on Dr. Now's My 600 Pound Life Season 7, Episode 7, and fans are wondering how he has fared since the show. There have been inspirational transformations that have happened over the course of My 600 Pound Life. It's no secret that to lose weight in order to get bariatric surgery, a certain level of mental fortitude is required. Brandon had what it took to get him through the process, but it wasn't always like that. At the airport, on his way to see Dr. Now, he almost quit because the comments and stares from others had brought him to tears. He still continued on his journey because he knew that in order to get to the next phase of his life, he would need to lose a lot of weight. Despite struggling with lymphedema, which is caused by a blockage in the lymphatic system, resulting in swelling of the arms and/or legs, he was still able to get the surgery. His weight was initially at 718 pounds, but 12 months later, and with Dr. Now's help, he was able to shed 383 pounds. While Brandon gets props for getting through the rigorous process of losing weight, he also had a pretty good support system. According to Looper, a big part of what made him lose so much weight so fast was his girlfriend at the time, Taylor Kunz. He eventually proposed, and they're now married and living together in Nashville, Tennessee. She was with him through it all and even decided to go on a diet with him. He had always felt he couldn't ask her to marry him due to his weight, but with his new body, like many others on the show, he could finally move on with his life, and he proposed to her after leaving My 600 Pound Life. Brandon is a talented singer from Columbus, Ohio, and he was pursuing a career in music, but due to his weight and food addiction, he couldn't make progress in his career. After the weight loss, though, he dove headfirst into his music. He released a song titled Calling on Jesus, and then a clip of a cover of Waltz Down. My 600 Pound Life fans are happy to know that Brandon is finally living the life he always wanted. He has proved to viewers that a life can always be turned around, like several other My 600 Pound Life alums have done. Number 1, Cynthia Wells. Since her debut appearance in the 5th season of My 600 Pound Life, Cynthia Wells has undergone substantial change. The native of Oklahoma made her TLC debut in 2017 at the age of 42 and a weight of over 610 pounds. At the time, Cynthia was struggling with a lot of concerns, including her inability to move and several health problems. Not being able to watch her daughter perform at dance festivals was what wounded her feelings the most. As a result, she made the decision to alter the course of her life. Cynthia wanted to get in better shape so that she could go back to being a hands-on mother. Before beginning her journey with Dr. Yunan Nazaruddin of My 600 Pound Life, Cynthia thought she was a burden on her daughter, who was 11 at the time.
Kaya!
How you doing, Cynthia?
I'm doing good.
All right, so I noticed you gained 4 pounds.
My daughter comes in and she'll clean out the back of my legs because my arm.
She had a weight loss goal in mind when she walked in for her appointment with Dr. Now in Houston. She was currently working towards a straightforward objective of following her diet and decreasing 30 pounds. She made the effort, but it was unsuccessful. She abandoned the program out of frustration. Cynthia reasoned that she would have to manage things on her own because she didn't think anyone would be able to assist her. Despite that though, she eventually lost enough weight to qualify for weight loss surgery. She lost a total of 150 pounds as a result of the surgery, coming in at 450 pounds 12 months later.
So, what kind of sickness?
I've had like a upper respiratory.
Yeah, having upper respiratory.
She tries not to be lazy. She tries to do a lot, but she can't.
What?
Haven't been exercising.
We're not talking about exercise, okay? We're talking about your eating habit.
My biggest thing right now is just being a better mother.
When I see my mom hurting a lot, it makes me feel.
Well guys, that about does it for today's video. See you next time, and bye for now.